Hollywood. That's gooey, ballyhooly Hollywood, where any office boy or young mechanic can be a panic with just a good-looking pan.
And any shop girl can be a top girl if she pleases the tired businessman.
Hooray for Hollywood!
Hello, Hollywood! And welcome to the last Walk of Fame ceremony of 2018. A special shout out for our fans watching the live video stream, courtesy of our media partner Variety. I'm Laron Gubler, President and CEO of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, which is presenting this program. Today we are dedicating the 2,653rd star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame to a man who has one of the most creative minds in Hollywood, with all of his unique films, television, and stage shows. Today, we honor Ryan Murphy. Now, before I bring Ryan to the stage, let me cite just a few of his career highlights, and feel free to cheer for anything you like. Ryan Murphy is a native of Indianapolis, Indiana. After attending Indiana University Bloomington, where he majored in journalism, he went on to write for a number of publications, including the Miami Herald and the Los Angeles Times. He began script writing in the late 1990s when Steven Spielberg purchased one of his scripts. He began his career in television with the teen comedy series Popular, which premiered on the WB in 1999. And it ran for 2 seasons, and from there his career took off. He created the groundbreaking television drama Nip Tuck in 2003. And that series won the Golden Globe for Best Television Series and ran for 6 seasons. How about that? Ryan also created the Emmy and Golden Globe award-winning series Glee, the Emmy and Golden Globe award-winning anthology series American Horror Story and American Crime Story, and Emmy-winning anthology series Feud, Scream Queens, and 911. His second installment of American Crime Story, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, recently won 7 Emmy Awards, including Outstanding Director for a Limited Series. He also produced and directed The Normal Heart for HBO. The film went on to win an Emmy for Outstanding Television Movie and Outstanding Limited Series. His latest FX series, Pose, has made history. As I mentioned, it has made history by featuring the largest transgender series regular cast and the largest LGBTQ cast ever for a scripted series. How about that? Ryan stepped into the film world in 2006, making his directorial debut with Running with Scissors. And he also directed the film adaptation of Eat, Pray, Love. On stage, Ryan most recently produced the Broadway revival of The Boys in the Band. And he is currently writing, directing, and producing his upcoming series, The Politician, which will debut on Netflix in 2019. In 2017, Ryan launched Half, an initiative within Ryan Murphy Productions, which aims to make Hollywood more inclusive by creating equal opportunities for women and minorities behind the cameras. And now, please help me welcome to the stage our honoree, Ryan Murphy. So I get to direct Ryan today. He's going to stand right here and wave because we have a few guest speakers who've asked to say a few words before you get to hear from him. So let me introduce our first speaker. She is an award-winning actress and now a director who has built an impressive list of credits in film, television, and on stage. Her Emmy win for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Miniseries or Movie was earned for her portrayal of attorney Marcia Clark in the critically acclaimed limited series, The People vs. O.J. Simpson American Crime Story. Please welcome Sarah Paulson to the stage.
Did you just say Lana Banana? Oh, that's sweet. Are you going to peer over my shoulder and give me notes? Okay. Today would be a momentous occasion for anyone, but for a young boy born in the late fall of 1964, who at 12 redesigned his Indiana bedroom into an homage to Studio 54, this might be an intoxicating day. This is not an award for a particular piece of work, but rather a celebration of the man himself. A star on the Walk of Fame, the quintessential marker of glamour, the pinnacle of which there is none higher, where people will do the one thing they can never ever do, which is walk all over him every day till the end of time. Sometimes I feel as if giving speeches about Ryan has become a side job of mine and one I happily show up for. It's the least I can do for the person to whom I owe my professional peacefulness. And there is nothing in this world I wouldn't do for him. If he needed a kidney, I would simply ask, which one would you prefer, the left or the right? Hell, do you want them both? It's not just his brilliant mind, his deft wit, nor his disarmingly wicked sense of humor that makes him who he is. What truly defines Ryan Murphy is his big, beautiful heart. Groundbreaker, trailblazer, iconoclast, all apt descriptions of the man of the hour. As the New Yorker's Emily Nussbaum puts it, what marks his work is the desire to pull outsider characters in, to make a gay kid or a middle-aged woman a protagonist, not a sidekick. And she's right. His unfaltering commitment to telling the stories of women is noteworthy. This is a man who wants to tell the stories of women over 40. Better yet, he's more interested if you're over 50. We can thank him for giving us weekly doses. Doses? Did you know that they're doses, you guys? Doses of extraordinary actresses like Jessica Lange, Kathy Bates, Angela Bassett, Judy Davis, Susan Sarandon. Actresses who weren't committing to television work that often, but did so for one reason and one reason only, and Mr. Murphy is that reason. And I know I'm hardly alone when it comes to feeling gratitude towards him. I know that countless lives have been changed by his creative and philanthropic efforts. But it's not just those of us lucky enough to be part of them. There are an incalculable number of people in homes across this country who feel less alone, less frightened, less other, and more heard, held, and seen because of his commitment to advocate for the voiceless, the forgotten, those cast aside. He shines light where it hasn't been shown before, and we are all the better for it. For example, he's responsible for helping to bring one of the most groundbreaking shows to television, Pose, recently named by the New York Times as one of the best shows of 2018, which boasts the largest cast of transgender actors ever assembled for a narrative series made up of 130 transgender cast and crew. And in May of this past year, before Pose had even aired, Ryan announced he would be donating all of his profits from it to charitable organizations working for the LGBTQ+ community. It's almost over, Ryan. I always wish there was some way I could repay you for the kindness and generosity you have shown to all of us whose lives you've touched. If there was a gift I could give you that you didn't already have, I would deliver it to your doorstep. I suppose if I could arrange to bring back Andrew Wyeth, to reimagine Christina's World, naming it Ryan's World, featuring David, Logan, and Ford, looking longingly towards that hillside, or maybe if I could resurrect Gloria Swanson and have her recite every word of Sunset Boulevard while Grace Kelly tucked you in, that might scratch the surface in terms of settling my debt. But since none of those things are possible, I have to hope that a simple thank you will suffice. And if that won't cut it, you will find me here, where Hollywood Boulevard and North Hudson Street meet, day and night, faithfully guarding your star as if my life depended on it, because, let's face it, it does.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, this next lady has dazzled the screen with over 30 credits to her name. Making her Hollywood debut in King Kong, she won a Golden Globe for Best Acting Debut in a Motion Picture. Since then, she has permanently placed her name among the Hollywood elite, earning a total of 2 Academy Awards, 3 Emmys, 5 Golden Globes, a Tony Award, and a SAG Award. Please welcome Jessica Lange.
I'm nowhere near as organized as Sarah was. So just bear with me because this is quite disorganized, to say the least. I didn't have any paper in the hotel room, so. But what I wanted to say was that I think it is very rare in this work we do, which is always transient, it's always temporary. You move in and out of one set, you move in and out of one project and another. So I think it is extremely rare to suddenly find someone that you can have an ongoing artistic exchange with. Someone who understands you, who sees you clearly, who you respect and adore. And this is exactly what happened about 8 years ago when Ryan Murphy suddenly and very surprisingly dropped into my life. It ended up being one of the great experiences I've had in my career because I knew from the very beginning that he saw me clearly and intuitively understood what kind of character I longed to play, what kind of character I was best playing, and in return brings out the best in you as an artist and as an actor. So it's been a great, it has been a great gift to be able to work this way, to collaborate, and to feel that you have a true artistic partnership with somebody in this process that can often be really exhausting and debilitating. So I thank Ryan for that first phone call 8 years ago and all the extraordinary, unexpected, eccentric characters he has sent my way since then. All characters that I have loved to play, from Constance to Sister Jude, Fiona, Elsa, Dusty, and especially Joan Crawford. I remember last year he said to me, I think at the Emmys here, she said, "What part would you have wanted to play this year?" And I said, "I played the best part there was. I've got to play Joan Crawford. That was as good as it ever gets." But I think his greatest gift to me was making it possible, out of some sleight of hand, or maybe not so sleight of hand, but made it possible for me to play Mary Tyrone in Long Day's Journey and Tonight on Broadway, which was my dream come true, and for that I am forever, ever grateful. So just when I always think, oh God, I am done with this business. I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to act anymore. I don't want a 5 a.m. call. I don't want to show up and sit for 2 hours in hair and makeup. I would be happy just to be sitting here on my front porch watching the birds, and then the phone rings and I'll hear Ryan's voice. "Lady, what are you doing?" And I'll know that something fascinating and unexpected is coming my way. That he's come up with another character that I know and he knows I could never say no to. So I want to thank him for being such a great collaborator and an even greater friend. I know how deeply he cares. He is generous and prescient and brilliant, and he has great empathy, a conscience, and a desire to do what's right, and he uses his heightened position and power to try to make the right thing happen. And for that, I feel privileged to know him. And in spite of the fact he's a triple Scorpio, I love him with all my heart.
All right, so Ryan, we need you up here. They want to see you. So before I introduce the next speaker, I'd like to acknowledge a few of our VIPs in the audience with us. And actually, it's not a few, Ryan. I've got a whole stack of cards here. You've got a lot of friends here. So let me start out by introducing the new incoming president and CEO of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, who begins January 1 officially, Rana Gadban. And as I introduce the rest of you, please wave to the crowd. We have actress and Walk of Famer Angela Bassett. Got her star back in 2008. Right. And we have Walk of Famer Kathy Bates. I think did hers last year. Actor Cody Fern. Actress Leslie Grossman. Actress Dominic Jackson. Actor Peter Krause. Actress Judith Light. Actress Billie Lord. Actor Dylan McDermott. Actress Nene Leakes. Actress India Moore. Actor Matthew Morrison. Actress Emma Roberts. Actress MJ Rodriguez. And actor Finn Wittrock. Wow, that's a lot of Hollywood royalty. In addition, we are thrilled to have with us the Chief Content Officer for Netflix, Ted Sarandos. And Peter Rice, the Chairman CEO of Fox Networks Group and President of 21st Century Fox. And Dana Walden, the Chairman CEO of the Fox TV Group. And Gary Newman, the Chairman CEO of the Fox TV Group. And John Landgraf, the CEO of FX Networks and FX Productions. Thank you. Thank you all for joining us today as we honor Ryan Murphy. Well, next we have a duo speaking today who actually just got married. So let me tell you about each one of them, and then we'll bring them up together. Now, first of all, we have an actress who is an Academy Award, Golden Globe, and Emmy-winning star who has authored 3 New York Times bestseller cookbooks, which is quite a unique combination. She is currently serving as CEO of her lifestyle brand Goop, which she started in 2008. The site has produced Goop magazine, brick-and-mortar stores, as well as numerous wellness products and wellness summits. Now, joining her is a prolific television producer, writer, and director responsible for some of the most critically acclaimed and award-winning series in the history of television. His stellar credits include the American Horror Story franchise, the People vs. O.J. Simpson America crime story, the assassination of Gianni Versace, see, I got it right that time, and Pose, Glee, Scream Queens, and Nip Tuck, to just name a few. Please welcome Gwyneth Paltrow and Brad Falchuk to the stage.
I'm on the left. I thought he was printing the thing out, but he thought I was.
She was supposed to.
See, we're already bickering in front of everybody. So what can be said about Ryan Murphy that hasn't already been said here today and in every newspaper, magazine, trade publication, blog, podcast, and Twitter thread, Instagram, and every chat room? Honestly, Ryan fascinates, and I understand why. There aren't many things, and even fewer people who you can count on to surprise you, to always offer you something truly new, to help you see the world from an angle you never imagined, and maybe even to unwittingly set you up with your husband.
It happens. Ryan's work is like a bull ride at the rodeo, except he's both the bull and the rider. He tells powerful, muscular, unpredictable, skull-crushing stories with skill and courage. With skill and courage and years of experience, he's somehow able to control just long enough to win every prize and send the crowd home happy, shaking their heads and wondering what the hell they just saw. He's the guy who, when you're looking at that drawing of the man playing a saxophone, says, "Look again. It's actually a woman's face." And afterwards, you can't believe you didn't see it the whole time.
He's a creator in the true sense of the word, breathing life into the creative and professional vacuums that conventional wisdom insists can't ever be. You can't show plastic surgeries on television. You can't do a musical. You can't sustain horror. You can't cast trans women as the leads of your shows. Stay away from AIDS, homophobia, racism. They're too dangerous. And it's not just on the screen. When so many threw up their hands and said it's impossible to address the issue of underrepresentation behind the camera, Ryan started the Half Foundation and illuminated a path for everyone else to follow. And he fights nonstop every day to make these things a reality. Not because he likes the fight, he really doesn't like confrontation whatsoever. But because he's cursed with seeing the answers you can't see yet. And he knows that if he gives in, we're all going to miss out on the joy and pain and growth and majesty and hilarity of the new world he sees so clearly.
So, and if I may indulge on a personal note, Ryan gave me my first writing job on Nip Tuck, and I'm really not the only one whose dreams he's made come true. I can't tell you how many people have WGA cards and DGA cards, a lot of DGA cards, and those are hard. First directing jobs he gave so many people to, and DGA cards and acting careers because Ryan saw what was best in them before even they did. He gave me my first directing job, created my first show with me, supported me through challenging health issues, introduced me to my wife. That was the best. There could be no better mentor, no better friend. He's my second big brother. I think the yearbook quote I would use for Ryan's life is, "You need to see this." This could be a story, a community, or in my case, and many other cases, a person, an artist, a new voice. And he lives his life making certain that those things are seen by the world. Today we why don't you do that?
No, you do that one.
Sure? Yeah, so good. Today we take a moment to make sure the world sees you, Rai, the rider and the bull. Oh, this got cut off. Well, the rider and the bull, the creator, the star, the kid from Indiana who did dream of being with these stars here, and now you're here. And as a friend who's known you for so long, I appreciate how much this means to you in the most wonderful way, and I am so moved and happy and honored that you asked us to come do this, and I'm really quite happy for you.
We love you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Brad and Gwyneth. And I should mention, it wasn't on her resume there, but Gwyneth also has a star on the Walk of Fame a few blocks west of here. So thank you for being with us. Well, here from the city of Los Angeles today to represent the city, we have the director of the Mayor's Office of Film and Television Production, and he's been working very hard to bring production back to Los Angeles, and you can see we've made a lot of success and progress in that regard. So please welcome Kevin James to the stage.
Ryan Murphy, on behalf of Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti, congratulations for your recognition today. But perhaps most importantly, thank you on behalf of our entire administration for the incredible benefit that you bring to not only Angelenos, but people throughout the Southern California region and the state of California for filming right here in the 30-mile zone, for filming right here in the city of Los Angeles, and for continuing to do so. And we will continue being your partner in doing that work as we work in the coming year to significantly increase the already extended California Film and Television Tax Credit. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Nice shaking you and taking this. Thank you.
Move over a little further. I don't think they got further. Move a little further over. Thank you, Kevin James. Well, Ryan, it's time to hear from you. I have one final action, and that is on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce. We hereby declare this Ryan Murphy Day in Hollywood. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Somebody just told me that Liberace is a block away. I'm very excited about that. Open my speech here. Okay. So, this is a really great thing. Thank you guys for all coming out. I want to thank you to Sarah and to Gwyneth and Brad and, of course, Jessica Lange, my great pals who I love so much. And speaking of Jessica, when I was researching the last show we did together, Feud, Betty and Joan, I read somewhere that Joan Crawford's favorite thing about her star on the Walk of Fame, which was only 4 blocks from here at 1752 Vine, was the resulting family time she had with the kids, loaded up with buckets of soap and scalding hot water and bristle brushes, and the delightful hours they would spend on the weekends as a family polishing it. So my children Logan and Ford are here today. And all I have to say is, boys, Daddy has some fun Saturdays planned for you. In all seriousness, I just want to say how meaningful this all is to me. I came to Hollywood in 1989. I drove all the way from Washington, D.C. in a broken-down used yellow Subaru with under $100 in my pocket, and I didn't know a single soul. All I had was a dream that I would be somebody someday. And on the very first week I was here, I actually ran out of gas right across the street from this place because I had to make a decision of gasoline for the car or styling gel. And of course, I chose the styling gel. My mother is here. Let's give her a round of applause. She was supportive but thought I was nuts, but she knew I was always a dreamer, so she let me come out here. And people have been asking me all week long, did your dream come true? And I keep responding, the star or the family maintenance of the star. Both were dreams for me. And I have to thank my better half, David Miller, for more than half of the above. He is here. In all honesty, my dream in life was just to be able to be myself, which I know many people relate to say what I wanted to say, to create stories that move me, to tell stories about women, older women, gay people, and trans people, and flawed men. And that dream did come true, except I imagined that when I told these stories, I would have a full head of flawless blonde hair, like I did in 1989 when I moved here. But the hair was gone by 1996, which was the year I sold my first script. My insane, punishing career and my children stole my youth and beauty. But you know, it's all going to come full circle during the weekend trips to the star, so it's good. As Snoop Dogg said recently, he's also in this 2018 class, when he received his star, he said, and I couldn't agree more, I owe it all to me. Actually, that could not be further than the truth. None of my career would have materialized without a troupe of wonderful people who have actually become my family out here. It all started in 1992. Kevin Uvain had all the ladies I loved and wanted to work with, Nicole, Demi, So I finished my spec script and I got into that yellow Subaru and I drove to CAA with my single of Madonna's Erotica blaring. And the guy at the front desk said, "Mr. Uvain does not accept spec scripts." That wonderful snooty assistant now details my cars. But eventually I did get Kevin and I got Brian Lord to be my agents, and they are here. And I love them. And that was thanks to the backbreaking work of Joe Cohen, who was here. Career architects all, my wonderful, wonderful, kind and patient men and mentors, along with Craig Emanuel, who has been my lawyer from day one, and Simon Halls, who has been there from the beginning too. They are all here. I'm currently writing a memoir tentatively titled Tantrums and with luck a major award every 18 months. And no one understands that title more and all that I have tried to do with my life than Miss Dana Walden, who is here. I've been so lucky to be supported and uplifted by Dana and John Landgraf and Peter Rice and Gary Newman and Brian Wright and Cindy Holland and Ted Sarandos, all who are here. It amazes me that you guys have put up with my low blood sugar moments and fits and sizzles of inspiration that helped me turn a young man's dreams into a literal worldwide brand. And I love you all, and when I met all of you, it really was the luckiest and most glorious day of my life. Young people ask me all the time how I became successful. And because I cannot say mental illness, that's what it takes to juggle 20 shows, mental illness, I respond, well, my collaborators, of course. And that is actually the truth. I want to thank Brad Falchuk, who said it best, but he is like a brother to me. I love you, Brad. And here's a long list of names: Ian Brennan, and Alexis Martin Woodall, and Tim Minear, and Brad Simpson, and Ned Martell, and Lou Eyrich, Aaron Kruger-McCash. Yeah, let's applaud for all these people. They're here. Nina Jacobson, Bart Brown, Chris Alexandra, Sharon Klein, Brad Beaker, Matt Hodgson, Stephen Canals, Janet Mock, Our Lady J, John Gray, Jeremy Kleiner, Sarah Stellwagen, Tanase Popa, Harley Newman, Scott Stuber, Hilda Greeley, Shannon Ryan, Renata Radford, and of course, then there's Dee Dee Gardner and Jason Blum, who really know where I came from and who I tried to be. Thank you guys so much. And so many more people who bring so much to the creative table in my life, thank you. And to the actors, my true loves in so many ways. Gwyneth Paltrow, who gave me my first break and so much more. I love you. You keep me around so I can tell you how many Vogue covers you had. Jessica Lange, who has been a muse in my life, not just my career, but in my life, in ways she will never know. And Sarah Paulson, who inspires me to keep working at lifelong collaborations because they lead to something deeper and richer and illuminating. And I look out into this crowd of actors today and I see your faces. And I think of the years of our work together and I muse quietly to myself, wow, so many of you have great houses now. Actually, what I really think is my loyalty and fidelity and my undying love for you paid off beyond what I could ever imagine. To Leslie Grossman, more applause, Angela Bassett, Kathy Bates, Matt Bomer, Finn Whitrock, Cody Fern, Billy Lord, Emma Roberts, Peter Krause, Carly Pope, Matthew Morrison, Judith Light, Dylan McDermott, MJ Rodriguez, India Moore, Dominic Jackson, Nene Leakes, Julia Roberts, and Lady Gaga. I've worked with so many of you for 2, 3, 5, 10 times, and I've loved every second. Some of you for this, I'm lucky, this has been such an amazing year in my life. And that is the thing, to conclude, I'll say, that I'm the most proud of in my career. The stories that we've told that pushed the envelope and illuminated and celebrated the unseen and really did help change the world in some way, I think. I look at the star as the halfway point in my career. I've done a lot of work and I've been so lucky, but I have so much more to say and to do. I'm blessed, I know that, and I'm excited with what's to come. And I thank you so much for this honor and for today.
Thank you.
Let's unveil the star, and we'd ask all of our speakers to please join us at the star.
We gotta come back.
Oh my God!
Oh God!
So you get to kneel here, Ryan.
I'm kneeling.
You're kneeling, right? You could be the first one to touch it. You. And Kevin right next to him. So we're going to pass it to side left.
Okay.
Are we ready? All right.
Are we ready?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly welcome to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Ryan Murphy.
Yeah!
Wow.
I can't see now, but okay. Thank you guys.
Alright, so she'll start
Jessica, wait for this shade, right? Okay. Shall I move this one? You're gonna come back. Yes, please step up.
The only time I'm ever
Sarah's in the sun, so guys. Back? Yeah, angle this way. Stand back. Don't hide behind. That's fine. Sarah, we can't see you. You're hiding.
Back straight ahead.
Far right, folks, far right.
Everyone.
Run over to the left. Straight down the middle, maybe.
Far right. Hello. You, it's you. Thank you guys.
Guys. Oh, here's the lady again.
Hi guys. Sorry guys. Neil? You want to kneel? Do you want to touch the star? Or do you want to stand?
Gotta have the sun at the back. Just maybe stand there.
There we go.
And straight down the middle.
This is good. What you think of that?
Can we get one to the left?
Okay.
It's too bright.
Do we have a sequel of Ryan?
Yes, please.
I don't want to do what this is rough right.
Alright, try to do it at an angle so the sound is not.
How's that?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Wear my sunglasses or no?
And Ryan,
Don't cover that face.
and Ryan, right down here, sir.
Ryan, right here, please.
Back leg.
Ryan.
Ryan up top.
And Ryan, straight ahead.
Hang on.
And Ryan, straight ahead. Ryan.
Ryan back.
I'm relishing him posing.
And Ryan
I'm trying to pose you guys.
You're doing so good.
And Ryan right here, sir.
You guys right down the middle, guys. Aww.
And Ryan over here, sir. Ryan up top right.
Ryan, back this way. You guys got a smirk.
Hey, Ryan.
I love that. Ryan, give me those beautiful blue eyes.
Ryan in the corner, sir. It's up there. Ryan up top right. Ryan. And Ryan, one more here, sir. Ryan, if you do one standing, you're not standing. Stand.
That's good for going.
We'll put a curve in it. Right, if he stands, there's no sun. Yeah, I can hear you. We have one of each. Oh, I'm sorry.
Get in here.
Over here to the left.
Thank you, guys.
Can we get Ryan in the first
Simon, can we get Ryan and David? We got a lot of before David leaves. I asked Marley who she is. And over here to the left, please.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Anyway, guys, we have one more Netflix feature, Scott. Ryan, I don't even really want to get on the end.
Right in the middle.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. How are you? Is that true? This is your last one. What's your first one? Wow. That's a lot of stars. Hey guys, we're going to bring the casts up as well. And Ryan Lee. No, we're doing Ryan Lee. So wait, guys, one second. Get in.
Thank you, my love.
Historic. I'm his last star.
Guys, you move together.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes. Oh, somebody said hi. Yes, what is that?
And Ryan, let's take all that.
It's hot.
Yes, right.
Sorry, guys, I got to get one.
No, get in here. David, let's get you in there.
Gentlemen together.
David, let's do a two-shot real quick.
Two-shot.
Okay, guys. All right.
David, move over just a bit.
And straight down the middle, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, one here to the left.
Ryan.
left, please. Okay, we got Angela.
Hi Ryan, how are you? Nice to see you.
Angela.
And start straight down the middle, guys.
And then one here to the left, please.
Hi guys.
Anna, we need one to the left, please.
Corner, guys.
Straight ahead.
Thank you guys.
And one over here to the left, please.
Thank you. Let's get everybody in. Picture. Come on, my team. Right now.
All right. Have a step this way so you're out of the center. There we go. Thank you, gentlemen.
How was that? Thank you, guys. Oh my God! Okay, we're gonna get. More ladies.
Everyone. Straight ahead.
And one here to the left, please.
Oh, there we go. Straight down the middle, guys. Anna, help straight down the middle. Straight down the middle, beauty.
1, 2. I know, look at my star. Step on it. Step on. Thank you, guys.
So whoever's doing interviews, come down.
Oh, was it my camera? Well, you leaned in, sorry. Are you okay, my love? I'm so sorry. Now it's still getting up. Like,